Hello people of the world. Today I'm reviewing Lego Ninjago Jay's Titan Mech. I got this set like 5 months ago, no, 4 months ago at this point. I just haven't reviewed it because I am a procrastinator, among other reasons. Yeah, we'll get right into the minifigures. This is the, not Legacy, what is it called? Core version of Jay, if the camera won't be blurry. I've shown him off in one other video before. Why is my camera, like, freaking out? Like, it's just slightly too blurry to see details. There we go. And that's Jay. And then we have Nia. She has some, like, cool wave patterns there. Also, I like her weapon. This is a cool weapon. In like ancient Japan, the wives of samurai had like was essentially a katana on a stake, similar to this. This is, I think it was called the Skull King, or maybe the Skeleton King, something like that. Nice shield. Cool torso patterns. Quite like the bone sword also in his face. Really like this bone sword mold. I forget the name of this guy, but he's pretty cool looking. I like the big banners, and the deer skull being red makes me still feel like there's like blood and flesh on it that's like pooling off. He has the same head and torso and legs as the next guy, which is identical to the one that was in Cole's Evo Dragon, except he has a different weapon and isn't riding a scorpion. Yeah, and also I guess this is a minifigure, because it has legs, but it's a boobot, and I'm pretty sure it's a printed piece. Yeah, that's a print, not a sticker. Alright, also I do find it cool how the swords fit into there. I never really noticed that on my own. Why is my voice so, like, guttural right now? It wasn't 10 minutes ago. Okay, for the skeleton people to fight the mech, you have this little, what should we call it, crossbow ballista thing that they can wheel around, and the way the ammo is set up is like what you would see in the old Vikings sets and in one of those, what was the theme called? Dino Attack sets. So the way these work is you pull this back. Also comes with one extra ammo. That's not very important, but it does. Pull this back, and okay, sometimes it's very pitiful. Why? Okay, normally it hits really hard. I don't know why that one's bugging out. What the hell? Did it, like, lose all... There we go. Okay, those weren't very nice. Where did the one on the floor go? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's out of my reach because of my chair position. I'll get it later. Normally they go a bit harder. Okay, that one went hard. There's some variability there, but it's still better than a Baraki squid launcher. And now to the actual mech. One thing I like about this overall mech is something that I said in my review of Nia's Samurai X mech, is that whenever the Ninja get big mechs like this, I always imagine that, like, the, like, style of the mech is similar to how, like, the body shape of the Ninja would be if they weren't a minifigure. Because, like, all minifigures are the same body shape. Like, the way their mechs are built is how I'd imagine them to, like, be if they were actual people. And, like, this sort of goes with how I always imagined Jay being, like, one of the more slimmer, agile people of the group. I guess it's because he has, like, lightning vibes, and, like, lightning is small and fast. That's always how I've pictured Jay. And his mech pulls it off. It's a very thin mech, but, like, it's still tall, and I feel like this would be an agile mech. So, also, because the camera still hasn't focused. Okay, cool. I guess we'll go from top to the bottom. The head has neck articulation in 2 places, and this long ponytail, which is a really cool technique. Although these never equally space each other enough, and normally after a while they all slide down to the end. But if you get them, like, equally spaced, it can look quite cool. And then there's 2 of these cannons on each shoulder, and they use, like, a newer brick-based version of the old Technic competition cannons. And so you just push this button on the back here, and they shoot out. And then yeah, there it goes, those. And so down to the arms, they have the newer Mech ratchet pieces that go up and down and forward and back. The legs also have those. The elbow is a ball joint, the hand is a ball joint. It is 3 fingers, 2 there, and you can't see it on this hand, so I'll show this hand. There's a small thumb at the back. This hand is holding a massive sword. I really like this sword design. That blade at the end is a new piece. And the sword can be taken out of his hand, and you can see he has these 2 other swords on the side here, and you can give him those, and they're like smaller weapons that he, I don't know, like change up his fighting style and dual wield these 2 swords if he won't fall over. He's not great at balancing if you like push him back. He can lean, he won't fall forward, but he'll fall back easily if you like push him backwards. I guess he is kind of leaning forward already the way his torso is built. I can see like the cool angle in there. That's very nice. Jay can fit in there. This bends a little bit. Also, the cool like weaponry position with the swords. And if with this sword, you can also put. It's kind of hard to finagle, but there you go. You can get that sword on the side too. I'll show you what it looks like with Jay inside. I just realized I never put the gloves on for this review. My bad. There's Jay in there. You can sort of close it up with the head. Alright, and now the legs are on the same ratchet joints as before. And like the upper leg is this sticker along with this piece makes it feel like samurai armor. And then they're like double ball jointed in here. And then there's also this piece that moves independently. So it can like shape, I don't know. And then the feet move side to side, which is still kind of weird. Although I guess it's useful for splaying the legs. But you could still kind of splay them if it bent the other way. But this way you can't put it in a running pose because the foot doesn't move forward and back. Which, it doesn't even move side to side either that well, actually. What the hell? These are really weirdly designed feet now that I'm looking at them, because the way this hinge is set up, or the way the socket is, would allow it to go forward and back, but these stop it from going forward and back. And so it can't even go side to side that far, because it's not set up in a way that's supposed to make it go side to side much. Like, if you see what I mean. Like, this would be how you put the joint if you want it, like, the way the socket is rotated is how you'd put it if you want the foot to go forward and back, but they put these pieces to limit it, so now it goes side to side, but it can't even go that far. That's such a weird... If you don't know what I mean, then never mind, but if you do understand what I'm saying, if you, like, agree that that's a weird way to make the feet, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I didn't notice that while I was building it, and now that I'm looking at that, that's really strange. Yeah, that's Jay's Titan Mech. Also, speaking of Titan Mechs, I do like the trend of all the Titan Mechs having, like, the white accent on them. That's pretty cool. And most of them have, I think one of them doesn't. This is the third in the series of Titan Mechs. I know one of them has the same piece on the chest. I forget if the other does or not, but... And they all use this spinning blade on them. Somehow the other two use it as, like, a thing on the arm, but this one's on the sword. I like all the little consistencies across the Titan Mechs. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in another one. Alpha Reader Zan.